Hello, everybody. Today we have Mr. Amardeep Singh Gill with us, and he's going to talk about his journey from India to Canada via Webberz. Let's talk about Amardeep Singh. Amardeep, tell us something about yourself first.
So, greetings everybody. My name is Amardeep Singh, and I've recently got my Canadian visa. Let me tell you something about myself first. As a personality, I'm a huge introvert, which Nisant sir might be remembering from a previous conversation. I really love to go into the depth of anything that I'm interested in. So I'm potentially, eligible to be called out a nerd loud because I have a lot of stuff to talk about which people don't really think of naturally. I cleared my IELTS from Webberz Educomp Limited, got a pretty decent score to be modest, and now I'm flying to Canada.
Great. If I'm not wrong, you got a very good score. Could you just elaborate on the score as well?
Sure. So as I said, I'm being modest about it. I got an 8.5 band score in IELTS exam, speaking overall. If we go into specifics, I got a 9 band in reading and listening. I got an 8 band in speaking and 7 bands in writing.
That is wonderful. Absolutely great. Okay, now, which country have you chosen to go to, and why have you chosen that particular country?
So the country I've chosen to fly to is Canada. Canada, particularly because it has got a very good society to go and mingle up into. So people from all over the world are flying to Canada. So the society, it's very accommodating, I would say that. Number two, the credibility of the institutions in that country is world renowned. So if I take a degree or a certification from the institutes in that country, I'd be eligible and I'd be highly capable, given the skills that they would provide me, to work in any part of the world in any domain that I choose for.
Great. And to be specific about a city and that you are going to, not want to.
Sure. So I've chosen the Sheridan College, which is in Brampton City. The campus is called Davis Campus. I've chosen this particular area because the location, I would say, it's quite familiar to me because there are a lot of known people over there whom I've been in contact with lately. Also, the area I've heard is quite good in providing accommodations to newcomers.
That's absolutely true. And which course have you specified?
I've chosen a 2-year diploma in business human resource management. I've chosen this particular course because I see a lot of potential in this particular field. Human resource management, that's the future. Every single company is looking for good staff, and if they have already have some amount of staff, they're looking up for their better training. So this field helps me do all of these, teaches me the required skill set to manage people, to maintain a good environment in a company. So
You said you're an introvert. On one side, you're saying you don't like meeting people. On the other side, you've chosen this course. Any specific connection to it?
So, yeah, there is a specific connection to it. It's not that I like to share my emotions and feelings with other people, but I'm really good at the technical job of managing stuff. So that's why that's the area I would like to help them in, and that's the area I would be useful in for many people.
So what you're saying is professionally you're an extrovert, but personally you're an introvert.
Precisely. So it's an
Great.
ambivert sort
That's
of thing
actually
that
a
I am.
great quality. That's a great quality. So now let's come to Webberz. And why did you apply from Webberz for your study permit? What was the reason? Talk
So,
about it.
so as I said, I really like to go into the depth of stuff that I am interested in. So when the thing came to applying for a study visa abroad, I really did my research. The research was extensive, let me tell you. And the numbers showed that Webber's had a pretty good track record at, sending students abroad. So therefore, the first thing I did was to, go to the nearest Webber's building that was near me, the nearest Webber's center that was near me, and talk to the staff over there. The first meeting made me clear, convinced me that these people know what they're doing. So I started, as I said, I did my IELTS from Weber. So it started with the IELTS course I did for about 2 months, if I remember it correct. Then after that, they guided me with the necessary courses and universities available at my disposal, given my qualifications and expertise. And from that process till receiving my visa copy, they helped me.
So let us talk about step-by-step help that you got from Webberz, starting from the offer letter till the visa. What help did you get at every step?
All right. So the first step was obviously choosing the course and the universities that I'm, potentially go into in the country of Canada. So the first thing that Weber did was they presented a list of courses as per my eligibility, and then they asked me to choose off of them based on my interests. So I chose the human resource management course as mentioned, and then the universities that offered such courses, and whether the university I'm choosing offered a post graduate work permit or not, because that is a very important thing after that.
True.
So they helped me to go through all of that. They guided me throughout the entire process. After that, when they applied for the offer letter, I believe it came within 20 days. So it was a very short period of time compared to what other universities are taking or to what other applicants face most of the times. So to be on the safer side, we applied for two offer letters. One was for Sheridan College, and the other one was for Northern Tunes College. That too was advised by Webberz only, that if one college by any chance, does not have the appropriate seats left. So the other college might work as a good contingency plan. So, but Sheridan College, invited me to their institute. They offered me the course which I opted for, the first priority, that is human resource management. Then began the process of collection, which Weber said quite smoothly. They were quite precise on on the amount or the precise specific documents that were required for the process. They knew the job inside out. And then came the job of preparing the SOP, which was absolutely fantastic. The staff led me out the SOP, which was looking very specific, very to the point, and which was very professional, if you ask me. Then, after submitting the entire documents to the Canadian embassy, the visa arrived within 20 days of the punching of the file. So the process was very smooth with
That's
Webber
good.
City
That's
Compliment.
very good. Is that the reason you would be recommending Webberz to other people?
Precisely the reason I would be recommending. These people know their job inside out. I repeat that because it is true. So these people will guide you just as your friends would. These people are never hiding any stuff from you. They're absolutely transparent. They will be clearing any and all of your questions, which was precisely the case with me. Being the person I am, I ask a lot of questions at every single step, and Weber did not hesitate to answer any single one of them. So the process was very transparent for me and my family. We are highly convinced in dealing with them.
Great. So when are you flying?
So I'm flying for Canada on 17th of August. It's an early morning flight, very early morning flight, about 1 a.m. And I'll be landing on the same day.
That's wonderful. Amar, just a small personal questions. What skill sets have you acquired in India which you feel are going to be useful for you in Canada?
So the skill sets that I've acquired are primarily computer related. The first one is I've acquired a skill set of programming. I do programming in my pastime. I even happen to own the domain name pastimecoder.com, pastime with a single S. Right now, if you log on to it, it would show an under construction banner, but leaving that aside, I've really learned how to program certain websites and web applications. Also, I'm learning and going deep into these software applications that are offline applications which we use. Apart from that, I'm right now learning advanced Excel, which I've heard of is very useful in the corporate world. It helps you to avail a lot of opportunities that other people are not able to fathom.
True that. Very true. It was a pleasure talking to you, Amar. All the best to you and catch you from Canada. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, sir. Thank you so much.